as you've just learnt.
And mine is Isaac.
And we are from SciTech. Now, at SciTech, we are all about igniting a spark of curiosity and putting science right in the palm of your hand. And not just Isaac's hand, but your hand. Specifically, one of your hands. Yes, for this next part, we are going to need a victim. Volunteer to join us on stage. So, Isaac, I'm going to leave that with you. And for the rest of you, I have a question. Has anyone here ever heard of SciTech before? A show of hands. Oh, okay, excellent. Has anyone been to SciTech before? And seen a SciTech show before? Amazing. Okay, well, the reason I ask is because SciTech's pretty iconic. What we do know is that the beginning of everyone's journey into STEM starts with a spark. Over a third of West Australians in STEM professional careers cited SciTech as an influencing factor in the beginning of their journeys. And it's this influence, this spark, that we strive to achieve. Who have we got on stage, Isaac?
This is Jen.
Oh, who better to set on fire than the woman in charge? Give Jen a big round of applause, everyone.
All right, Jen, I'm going to get you to dip your hand into this water, and that is going to keep your arm nice and protected. Get it well covered. Everyone, we're going to need one big countdown from 5. Are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Oh. But wait, hold your applause, because we're not done with her yet. This spark is just the beginning, you see. For a fire to burn, you need 3 things: heat, oxygen, and fuel. Now, the heat is covered with that initial spark, but what about the oxygen? What about the fuel? For a fire to burn, it needs these things. Without them, it'll die. And the same can be said for curiosity. Without curiosity, it's all good and well to have that initial spark, but you need information, you need someone fanning the flames of curiosity for it to continue to grow. And it's our hope that that spark, it may just be the beginning, but it could also be the start. Pause for effect. Of a chain reaction. Big round of applause for Jen!
I'll take that one. Thank you so much. You can head down.
And although it may seem strange, a thin coating of water on our hands was all it took to protect us from the heat of those flames. The heat capacity of water is so high that it takes too much energy for it to get hot enough to burn us. And that's what we do. We take a simple science concept and we show it off in a way that's fun and dazzling and memorable.
And on that note, take a moment and think back. Think back to a time when you were a child. Can you remember your first interaction with science? Memory is such a fickle thing, but we are so much more likely to remember these big, impactful, surprising moments. And if we are going to inspire people to not only be interested in science, but to show them that it is relevant to them, fun, we need to show them that science is above all of that. Cool. And what better to do that with than 2 large thermoses of liquid nitrogen? We have got this liquid cooled to negative 100. Oh, let's not use too much. We need more of that for the end. This is cooled to negative 196 degrees Celsius at standard pressure. And we're going to use this to show you how we inspire people every single day to show them that science is relevant to them and incredibly fun. And we're going to do it using an object you're probably all very familiar with. Balloons! Hey! Specifically, balloon animals. I'm terrible at making them. This is why Lauren's doing this bit. Lauren is an expert at balloon animals. She specializes in marine life. Now, she is able to perfectly replicate accurately imitate the complex anatomy of the great moray eel. Yeah, that's worth a round of applause. But don't get too attached to our moray eel yet, because it lives comfortably underneath the ocean in liquid water. We're going to submerge it in liquid nitrogen, and we're going to see what happens. So for this, I'm going to need some audience participation. Everyone, can you please put your hands in the air? Fantastic. Oh, I could have done a Mexican wave. Now, hands back down. Now that I know you can all raise your hands, I would like you to make some predictions with me. So everyone in the audience, please put your hand up if you think that our moray eel is going to explode and pop in Lauren's face if she dips it in the liquid nitrogen. There's always a few. Who thinks it's going to shrivel and shrink down to the size of a prune? A lot more people. Who thinks it's going to turn into a dog and run across the stage? How come more people think it's going to turn into a dog than thought it was going to explode? Science. Please, Lauren, take it away. So as it's submerged in the liquid nitrogen, our air cools and condenses, turning into a liquid at around -194. But it looks like our balloon sprung a leak. But what if I was to tell you that there is the exact same amount of air inside that balloon as there was before? And I can prove it to you if we just heat it up again. Lauren, if you'll please do the honors. Oh, that's very squished. If we simply blow on and heat up that super cooled air, it expands, filling up the balloon just as it was before, taking our eel from its intense state of hibernation and returning it to life before you on this stage. Which is all... Yeah, go on. Which is all well and good for a nice thin balloon that cools down really easily. But I've set Lauren a challenge. What about if we tried to cool something down that was much, much bigger? So the eel was one thing, this is another. I issued Lauren the challenge to be able to shrink a balloon so much it'll fit in the palm of her hand. I may have overinflated this balloon. I legitimately don't know if this will work. So this is the time that our scientists need to get together and make some predictions. So let's get another round of hands. Who thinks that it is not going to be quite big enough or will pop in Lauren's face? A few people. Who thinks it's going to shrink down small enough for her to fit into the palm of her hand? You have a lot of faith in our demonstrating abilities. Who thinks it's going to turn into a dog and run across the stage? More people. I have given you no evidence to support this hypothesis. But let's take it away. Lauren, if you would. Now, while this is fun and games, we use balloons for this for a very specific reason. We are demonstrating a honestly complex and to a lot of people intimidating scientific principle, demonstrating that different materials expand and contract with temperature and the rate at which they can do that. But we use balloons to create this familiarity, to show that these intimidating concepts can be presented in a fun and engaging way. Fitting into the palm of Lauren's hand, but if it heats up again, we can see that, wait a minute, it's turned into a dog and is running across the stage. And let that be a lesson to each and every one of you. Never be afraid of being wrong, because your outlandish hypotheses, your incredulous predictions may just be the start of the next great discovery. So many of our discoveries have happened by complete accident. The discovery of polyethylene plastic was a complete and utter mistake. Take pride in your mistakes. Be proud of being wrong and use that to become incredible scientists.
That being said, it didn't actually turn into a dog. We just swapped the balloons. But we surprised you. And we capitalize on that element of surprise at SciTech. In fact, we capitalize on all of your main senses. Your sense of sight, your sense of smell, your sense of touch, your sense of humor. We use all of it to take experiences and make them memorable, because that is how we make science accessible and exciting. And so I think, with that being said, Isaac, it's time to put our money where our mouth is. Are you ready to make something big go boom?
Let's make something big go boom.
Yes! All right. 1.5 liters of liquid nitrogen in each bin. Do you want some more?
Yes, please.
There you go. With 0.5 liter of boiling water dumped straight on top of it. I won't tell you what's going to happen because you're going to find out. Now, wherever your spark may have come from and wherever it's led you, we hope you leave here today feeling inspired to learn more, empowered to share your knowledge onto the next person who's just waiting for their journey into science to begin. Are you ready? We need one more massive countdown from 5. Everyone, can you do it?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.